you have, as far as like black people and white people's music, let's say if I catch somebody, I used to work at, and when I was in Corinth, I would work, and somebody beside me, they would be playing country. And some of the songs, actually, some of the songs in country music are actually pretty dope. They got some storytelling in them and things like that. I don't mind listening. I'm not gonna put that in my CD player and ride around town. But I appreciate music as a whole, man. I think every music serves its purpose. Every genre of music is important. To me, the most important to me is hip hop. That's what I do. And to some people, that might be gospel. I don't think that as far as black and white music, like they talked about, there are certain things, like let's say with hip hop, like Lord Jamal was talking about, black people creating this music and people, other races such as whites being guests. I agree with that. At the same time, like he said, it doesn't mean you can't spit. One of my favorite rappers is Eminem. You know what I'm saying? The music is deep. I try to relate to any kind of music, man. And to me, it's all mental. I like to get a picture. You know, when I'm listening to this music and try to feel where that artist was coming from, man. Music is so much deeper than just a genre. It's so much deeper. I remember we were in class, in my music class, Miss Temple, when I was in high school, and shout outs to her and her family. We were in class. I'm talking black and white kids, right? And one person just started doing this. It wasn't playing. One person just started tapping. Then the next person started doing something else. You know what I'm saying? Tapping over here. Then the next person started tapping a pencil. The next person started hitting on a book. And the next thing you know, everybody in class had their own thing going. And it was just like, it sounded perfect. It sounded just like a song. I'm talking about, everybody was just sitting there. Everybody catch the next beat, everybody catch the next. It wasn't even a project or nothing. Everybody was doing it. It was like 20, 30 kids in there. And it was a beautiful thing. And I remember one time she had there was a lesson about, she had just like, everybody be quiet. And everybody just sat there in stillness and just listen. And when you sit there and listen, everything, just random sounds started having a beat to them. Just random sounds just started having a beat to them, from the chairs creaking to the cricket in the corner. Everything started having a sound to it. This lets you know that music is around you daily. Everything has a vibration. That's something the poet talks to me about. Everything has a vibration. And you have to pick up on those vibrations, man. That stuff hits your soul, man. It's a great thing. I listen to all types of music, man. Everything. If it comes, like me and my brother listen to classical sometimes. The blues, of course. There is no music that I don't think you shouldn't listen to. Like if I'm somewhere and they're playing bluegrass, I'm gonna listen to that bluegrass. I ain't playing it in the hood, but you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna listen to that bluegrass. I'm gonna listen to that opera or whatever, man. Because I think you can get something from anything, man. I think music is music. It's so much deeper than we make it. Music was probably here before speech. You know what I'm saying? Everything had a vibration.
I know you mentioned Eminem, you mentioned 2 Chainz a little bit. Just talk about some of your favorite artists.
My favorite artists. My favorite artists always vary. I always pick up on new people, especially now. Starting off, like most kids, when I was 3, 4 years old, my first favorite rapper was MC Hammer. You know what I'm saying? He had that tape, that Please Hammer Don't Hurt Him tape. My grandma got it for me, man. I was in front of the floor model TV every day trying to do the moves, man. Here come the Hammer. Nah, man, it was crazy. I loved that little tape. I wish I still had it. Hammer. But I had to, I didn't have like an older brother around, anybody around me that was in the hip hop like this, so I kind of had to teach myself hip hop. So I was watching Rap City, so it went from, you had your Tupac and Biggie, you had your Wu-Tang Clan. My favorite at the time was like You God and Method Man out of Wu-Tang Clan. DMX was one of my all-time favorites. LL Cool J. Like I said, the Hot Boys, that Cash Money Clique. Who else? Redman. T.I., Outkast. It's so many people, man. I just have. When it comes to rap, I can't really make a favorite. Like like 50 Cent. I'm one of those people. Like I was really just growing up when 50 Cent came out. I was one of those people that kind of grew up on 50 Cent, which is kind of weird. But it's like I grew up on 50 Cent and G-Unit and things like that. So I've always kept like a wide range of rappers I listen to. And as far as like new guys, I like people like Kendrick Lamar. I like a little Drake here and I like him more. I've grown to appreciate Drake more now. At first it was like, yeah. But you know, I like Drake. I like J-Rock from TDE. That whole camp, I like TDE. My favorite right now is Slaughterhouse. They're not new guys, but you know, they're a relatively new group. My favorite right now is Slaughterhouse, man. That's like some of the most flawless rapping I've ever heard. That's one just mind-blowing rapping from Crooked Island, Joel Ortiz, Joe Budden, Royce the 5'9". That's mind-blowing music. There's somebody like right now, if I could get on a track with anybody, I would get on a track with Slaughterhouse. Slaughterhouse is the business.
Alright, now I know you were mentioning all this about music. Just tell them a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Well, of course, I'm Rylan Carter from Corinth, Mississippi, here in West Point, Mississippi, rhyming. You know, I'm rep with Poetic Minds and ATM Entertainment. And basically, I just make kick-ass music, man. And people want to know, what do you rap about? I rap about everything. I rap about everything. Most of the music we do is based around some real fuck the government type shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We ain't really. It's like some RBG, revolutionary but gangster type music, man. And West Point has really shown us a lot of love when it comes to music, man. More than I thought, and we hadn't even really got our feet wet. And when I first came down, I wanted to get a feel of what the city was on as far as music. And I remember that line, Yo Gotti said, all the streets want to hear Yo Gotti and Gucci Mane. And that's what they was playing at the time I moved down here. Everybody was on Yo Gotti and Gucci Mane. And I was kind of worried how people would respond to the music that Poetic Minds was putting out. And people were responding greatly, man. I thought they were going to be just the college kids or the, you know, those type of people that's in the conscious. They would like it, but man, people say look for your audience. But I can't find one. You give it to somebody, they telling you they feeling it, and I love that. I love the fact that you make music. You can make music that everybody can feel, and it doesn't have to be sappy and corny. You can make some real shit, and people are feeling that, man. And I thank West Point for that. Totally, man. Especially the hood. Especially the hood. Because the hood showed us love first. And a lot of people try to like shit on the hood and try to act like, you know what I'm saying, forget these hood niggas. Let's get these people over here, man. The hood is where it's at, man. Everything comes from the hood. You know what I'm saying? Even these big business people, they get a lot of their ideas from the hood, man. Everything comes from the hood, and I appreciate West Point for that, man. All the respect, all the love that they giving us, and we ain't even got our feet wet yet, and we still getting so much love out here with this music, man. And it's a blessing.
Alright, could you like name some people in your camp?
In the camp, in the Poetic Minds camp, you got Boy I Am the Poet. You got Rude Boy. Both of those cats are real revolutionary type cats. Real stand up with the red, black, and green flag. You know what I mean? Real stand up brothers, man. My brothers. Brothers from another. Can't say shit bad about them. They're my dudes, man. Then you got me, Rylan Carter. You got my little brother, The Real. You know what I'm saying? You got my little brother, The Real, who doesn't rap, but he does everything else. He handles their business. He handles business that's more important than rap. And as far as Poetic Minds goes, it's us four. And we're going strong every day, man. I love them guys to death. And then you got the big crew. You got ATM. You got your Big Bull, your Kenny Thomas. You got Kenny Thomas from Alabama. You got Danger. You got Cash Mall. You got I said Dough Belly, didn't I?
Nah, you ain't get
Dough Belly. My man Dough Belly down, man. We got so many Yo 180 Raw. That's his name. He produces and raps. Yeah, one of the best songs I heard on the compilation album, Certified. You got your super producers. You got J Rock, and mainly him, Yo, and KT do the producing. That's a bad team right there. Those some bad boys right there. I love them guys to death. And ATM, ain't no telling who all gonna be in ATM. ATM is the Wu-Tang of the GTA right now. We got more people. We got a bunch of people in ATM, man. Yeah, we got a bunch of people in ATM. Love those guys to death. And you're gonna be seeing a lot more from those dudes. You know, we started doing a few things around the city, but you're gonna see a lot more from those guys, man. And yeah.
Can you talk about some past projects you done worked on and stuff you got coming up?
My first project was called Why So Serious. I did this before the Joker. the Joker from Mississippi. No disrespect to him. It's just this is something I did a long time ago. But his was obviously bigger. Mine was just it was like 2008 or 9 or something like that. I put out some little CDs. This is before I was even cussing my music. I used to be cursing my music. Put out some CDs and let my brother hand them out, and the kids in the high school was feeling it. But officially, Poetic Minds came out with Power of Mind. It's 2012. 2012.
Yeah, around
2012. It was the first official release. Power of Mind. Matter of fact, Power of Mind should still be on the internet at cdbaby.com. And after that, we just dropped the Walking Dead EP. That's on cdbaby.com. And you'll catch me and my little brother out with the CD. So if you want a Walking Dead CD and the ATM CD, The Time to Break Bread, you want to catch any of those, catch us out and we'll have those. And the ATM CD was great, man, because it was something new. I wasn't really used to doing music that was I had to learn to tone it down a little bit, because with the Poetic Minds, it's just straight up raw gutter cutthroat music, you know what I'm saying? But with the ATM, sitting down with Bull and KT, they showed me how to kind of tweak it a little bit, have a little bit more fun, and be a little bit more relaxed on the mic. And those projects, we still moving those projects, man. We're still moving those like they're brand new. We hadn't hit enough cities with that shit. We're still moving those like it's brand new. And I also have a EP coming soon, the Fresh Breadsticks EP. Getting ready for the Cat in the Hat album. We're gonna be doing all that, and got the Rod mixtape coming. All this is coming early next year. All this shit, I'm gonna throw a bunch of stuff in your faces, man. I gotta get y'all on my side, man. Gotta get y'all on my side. Get y'all over here with this Poetic Minds ATM thing, man. Y'all done got away from us. Y'all done got away from the underground. Come back to the underground.
Anything else you want to say to the people?
Yeah, man. I want to say that, first of all, I understand why a lot of people leave the rap game. You local rappers, I swear to God, y'all So a lot of y'all are real cool, man. But some of these guys, man, you gotta pull them out. You gotta pull them out of collar sometimes. You gotta let them know, hey, bro. Some of these dudes, you swear you talking to them, you talking to Jay-Z. You tell y'all, man, calm it down, man. Let's come together. But I don't speak a lot about coming together because A lot of times when people say come together, they usually say come together when it's time for their album to come out. When it comes to Mississippi need to stick together when you got a mixtape out. I understand that. At the same time, man, let's get our hearts right for this music, man. And, let's keep this thing pushing. Let's chill out with all the hating, man. There's too much hating going on with the music. Let's put a calm on that. But I'm gonna talk about that more later.
I know you even said like who a part of your camp, what type of music you like. Like, isn't it people out there that you wish to work with in the future?
Everybody. I don't have a specific choice right now. As far as Mississippi, I just like everybody, man. I would love this, you know. People don't understand how cool of a nigga I am. I'm so open to working with anybody. I'm not one of those dudes that's like, he ain't on my level. I don't believe in that. Because what level am I on? I'm sitting right here. I still work my day job. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm willing to work with anybody that has a love for the music. So if you're an artist and you have a love for the music, hit me up, man. Hit me up, and I have no problem dropping that 16 for you. I'd love to. It's just be about business, though. I'm not sitting up in the business of dropping 16s just to sit in your damn computer all day. You know what I'm saying? Let's do some things and make some things happen. DJs, everybody. Let's make some things happen, because we talk a lot about movements, and usually when I'm talking to rappers, it's like, yeah, we'll meet you up, man. We gonna do something. You never hear from that nigga. I done gave my number to so many people, man. You know what I mean? I done gave my number to a lot of people. Let's really be about the business, because we all we got, pretty much. And I'm willing to work with anybody, man. Anybody that's serious about the music. If you're not serious, then why should I be working with you? Be serious about your craft. Love what you do. Man. Let's make some history. Get a hit from anywhere, man.
You heard about the pastor spreading HIV? Could you elaborate on that a little bit?
I think that is absolutely hilarious. This dude is out here. First of all, I don't think that him having HIV should prevent him from being a pastor. A lot of people, you get caught up, man. It's his life. He's a dude. He's gonna have sex. You're gonna get caught up. Him without HIV, if he had sex with a couple of women in church, man, look, I'm not tripping. I'm not gonna kill you for that. Cause I understand that being a pastor, you're around 90% women. Yeah. You're around so many women. It's like, dude, dude is a man. As long as he knows how to handle his business and he ain't running through the whole church, hey, I'm not killing you on that. But when you know you got HIV and you consciously just going around smashing all these women, dude, I can't co-sign you on that, man. And then on top of that, the dude was allegedly stealing money and using drugs. And that leads to something else. It's like, look, some people just can't handle power, man. Some people just cannot handle power. Some people cannot handle being put in a position where people look up to them. And if you're a pastor, and he was in Montgomery, Alabama. Shout outs to Alabama. he was in Montgomery, Alabama, and down here in the South in the Bible Belt, people treat pastors almost like royalty. They will treat you better. A woman in church sometimes will treat you better than her own husband. You know what I'm saying? Dead serious. She'll come on telling you about what the pastor said. You're like, that nigga don't live here. You know what I'm saying? It's like that sometimes. So it's like, people will follow some of these guys blindly, and some of these dudes will just take that and run with it. It's kind of like a cat on the job. He was cool till he got a promotion. He got that promotion. He went batshit crazy. Some people cannot handle any sort of power, any kind of power whatsoever. But that ain't even the funniest pastor story I heard. Like, I heard a couple more of them that were hilarious. There was this one cat, I forgot where he was. He, I guess he was with the whole, what was the cat that walked on water with Jesus?
I forgot what dude name.
Whatever. He was like, I guess he was enthralled by the story. He was telling his members, he was like, if you believe that you should be able to, you can do anything. And this dude went out on the water, and walked his happy ass out on the water and drowned. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord, for him drowning. I mean, I don't wish death on anybody, but some people, when they go, I don't mind. He's one of those people that he had to go, and that wasn't even the best one I've heard lately. Was the pastor? I think this was in another country. He had members of his church, male and female, giving him oral sex, telling them that his penis contained sacred healing milk. that's the best one I heard. Sacred healing milk. That was a good one. First of all, like, how do you... that shows you how people, first of all, how powerful the preacher position is, and second, how people can just, a lot of people follow blindly, man. You gotta think about, like, I don't care what I got, kneeling down and giving you dough ain't the option. You know what I'm saying? But that's, you gotta watch these pastors, man. Watch who you put in power. Some people can't handle it.
Alright, I know you heard about the whole Joseph Randall situation. This man making all this money, but still though, he go out, steal some drawers and some cologne. Talk on that a little bit, man.
I don't even know that dude, and I want to meet that man. I would love to meet. I mean, he plays for the Cowboys, don't he? Mm-hmm. They got cats like DeMarco Murray, which is one of my favorite running backs. He's been one of my favorites since Oklahoma. I like DeMarco Murray. Even though I'm not a big Cowboys fan, I like Marco Murray, but I don't even want to meet him. I want to meet Joseph Randall. I want to sit down and talk to that dude. Because some people can't get it out of him, man. They said he was making just under 500 grand a year. Dude, I don't even make 50 grand a year, dog. I don't steal draws. You know what I'm saying? I don't make that much money and I don't steal draws, man. Some people just got it in them. They got, I don't know, and I think they're blowing it up extra heavy, of course, just like they're blowing up everything that goes on with the NFL. Because, I mean, a lot of it is propaganda right now. They're trying to, a lot of people don't see it. But there have been worse things going on in the NFL that people don't talk about. From rape charges and all these things that people aren't talking about. And now it seems like people are really cranking down heavy on these NFL players. And Joseph Randall fell a part of that. And that was, I would really like to sit down with that dude. That's some real, like, dude, what was on your mind? You making almost 500 grand a year. You're not even playing. He's not even playing like that, is he? Is he? Is he second? Is he second running back? Or is he like third? What is he?
He one of them strings, second or third.
You really ain't shit in the football world right now. But you know what I'm saying? But you feel the need to steal. Something's going on with that man. And I hope it works out for him. But at the same time, I mean, this will probably be the last we ever hear of him anyway. I hate that, but fuck him.
Alright. So about this whole Ebola epidemic that's going on, like talk about how you feel about that.
Ebola. First of all, Americans shouldn't be afraid of any disease whatsoever. Because we're the most disease-ridden people on the planet. And we're probably the nastiest people on the planet. First of all, if you have sex without condoms, then you shouldn't even be saying anything about Ebola, period. Some of y'all gonna have Ebola and herpes. I wonder how that's gonna work out for you guys. But when you have sex with no condoms on and all this kind of thing, and you go around and you know we got the worst diet and all this kind of thing, we got so much stuff to worry about. I'm more worried about some police officer shooting me dead in the street for no reason with my hands up than I'm worried about catching Ebola. I could give a fuck about Ebola. Honestly, I think it's propaganda. I think it's one of those things where we gotta have something to be afraid of. Everybody wants something to be afraid of. For some reason, we all want something to be afraid of. Honestly, I'm not afraid of Ebola. And if I get it, I'm gonna start sneezing on people that are afraid of Ebola. I just don't give a fuck about that. I can care less about. I mean, I know it's an epidemic, but I think I noticed. I'm not even gonna say it's an epidemic. One thing I noticed, like they said, all the black people were getting Ebola, and certain parts of Africa. They try to make it like it's just an African disease. It's not just an African disease. It's certain parts of Africa. They act like Africa is just like if one person in Africa got it, everybody got it, which is that bullshit they try to throw on us. But Ebola, it's one of those things where it's like everybody's afraid of something. I don't even think people understand the disease. And the people in Africa are telling you that it's not real. People are telling you it's a false flag and it's not what people are trying to make it. I just really want to get down to the bottom line of why they're pushing it so hard. And at the same time, like I was just saying, there's so many people in Africa that were getting it, no cures. And we had a couple of white doctors get it. Next thing you know, they walking around jogging and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's all good with them. And I really want to know why that's happening too. Why can't the black people get these cures and vaccinations or whatnot, and these white doctors get this disease and they cure it day one? And I think it's just like anything. I heard Farrakhan say, I heard about him saying it's population control, just like everything else. It's like AIDS and all this stuff that was invented. It's like population control. And a lot of people might think you're crazy for saying that, but at the same time, I don't think that's crazy considering everything that's been thrown at us to take us off the planet. From crack and everything else that's been thrown at us, not something we went and got. You know what I'm saying? Something that's been thrown at you to take you off the planet. Ebola, we'll beat it. We're stronger than all that. Nothing's been able to take us off the planet yet. And we ain't going nowhere.
I know you mentioned something about, let me see. You more worried about people like a police officer hitting you over the head or whatever. And, you know, we got all this black, you know what I'm saying, going on with the police and the government and all that stuff. So could you elaborate on like the whole Trayvon Martin and the whole Michael Brown situation?
Absolutely. We're in a time right now where first off, racism never went anywhere. People tried to make it look like when President Obama was voted in, that was the end of racism, which is probably one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my entire life. How does one person being the president mean racism is over? You know, and then if you notice, since he's been in office, he's been getting hell, man. You see in 4 years, that dude went from your cool uncle to your grumpy looking grandpa. You know what I'm saying? In 4 to 8 years, it was crazy. But as far as the police killing people, man, one thing I think black people have to accept the fact that there's some people that just don't like you for no fucking reason. It's just, and we try to make we try to come up with a reason why. You know, we try to come up with well, it was Trayvon with the hoodie. You know, it was Mike Brown. He stole something or something like that. Dude, they don't have to have a reason to shoot your ass. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I heard somebody say, you know, people say, well, he had no weapon. I heard somebody, was one of those white supremacists, say, he did have a weapon. His weapons were his fists. Dude, what he's trying to say is, your weapon is you just being a black dude. That's really what it is. It's like, no matter what, your weapon is you being a black dude. And we have a lot of these cops out here, and it's like, it's kind of like they're being greenlit to go in, man. Like when Mike Brown got killed, they sent in the National Guard like that. You know how fast they got that National Guard in there, man. And that's a big fear. Like, that was a big fear. Like, you look at all these movies and things like that. You look at from your Walking Dead to your iRobot to your all these kind of movies from Alien Invader. That's you. You're the robot, not robot. You're the ape in Planet of the Apes. That's what people are afraid of. It's like Chuck D said back in the days, fear of a black planet, man. And people are gearing up. Like, I've been hearing a lot of white people say things like, a lot of the racist white people, don't get it twisted, about taking the planet back over, taking back over. I'm like, I thought white people ran shit. What they talking about taking stuff back over for? I thought they ran shit, man. It's the fear of a black planet, man. And I think people have been given the green light, martial law. People are going. You're just not safe on the streets anymore, man. And I'm always upset with the racists. I'm always upset with someone who doesn't like me for no reason. But that's the weird thing about racism, man. It's just like it fucks with you mentally to know that somebody doesn't like you for no reason. Like that's like I said, we try to come up with a reason. Like we said, it was Trayvon. It's Trayvon's hoodie. It's the thug look. People, it's the thug look. Hey, man, dog. Your grandparents and great grandparents was running around with suits on and nice dresses and nice heels. I mean, they was fly. Still got beat over the head. They was trying to act just like Massa and got beat over the head. Man, that got nothing to do with what you wear. Period. It don't have nothing to do with what you wear, man. You the enemy. Point blank, period. You can go out here right now and put on your best impression, try to act like you're so soft and docile. You're the enemy, man. Especially if you're a masculine black man. Now, if you one of these dudes that's out here, one of these little dudes that's out here trendy and you snapping your fingers, smacking your lips and stuff like that, they probably ain't gonna worry with you too much. But if you're a masculine black dude, man, it's go time. But the thing that bothers me more than the racism is black people excusing that. That's some real deep stuff, man. Like I saw when Mike Brown and Trayvon Martin were killed and things like that, black people would try to go like, they would give you the same responses as a white supremacist say, like, well, if he wouldn't have had, if we wouldn't wear our pants down and things like that. I'm like, man, so you telling me that his life is based on, the value of his life is based on what he wears. I don't care if he was a OG Crip right out of jail. He's walking down the street, minding his business. He should not be killed. His life ain't, I mean, you can't put that kind of value on somebody's life. Especially your own people, man. I think that's very, very sick to put value on a young man's life based on what he wears or if he's gang affiliated or something like that. Man, I can't understand why we do that. Hopefully we get over it, man. But it's sick.
Alright, now way off topic. Which would you prefer? Beyonce or K. Michelle? And why?
Let's see. I gotta go with Beyonce. Because at first, when I didn't know K. Michelle, I would see I would see pictures of her. Like I would see like girls post pictures and guys post pictures like, man, she fine. And I'm like, damn, she look good. She got a little hood in her, you know what I'm saying? And that's cool, you know, I'm from the South, so you always like the big booty with the, you know, girl got a little hood in it, you know what I mean? That's cool. Like she could make a fire bologna sandwich, you know what I'm saying? But the thing that kind of messed me up about K. Michelle, man, when I saw some interviews she did, I was like, man, she's sexy than a mother. I'm like, man, that chick had me in jail. Yeah, that chick gonna get the fighting right there, you know what I'm saying? And Beyonce, if she is crazy, I think Beyonce might be a little crazy too. But that's cool. Beyonce is. The way Beyonce's been propped up like she's the golden vagina. You know what I'm saying? Beyonce has the golden vagina. And I fell for it. I mean, because people say there are women that look better than Beyonce. That's true, but they're not Beyonce. It's Beyonce.
Alright, but check this out. That picture that just surfaced of Beyonce with this fucked up wig. How do you feel about that?
It's Beyonce.
so you telling me that all these females that look up to Beyonce wearing all this laid wigs and all this good shit, you telling me that they gonna go out now and purposely wear their hair fucked up like Beyonce?
You got a point about that. But see, here's the thing about them. You're not Beyonce. But let me tell you though, when it comes to that, you have a great point, man. This is one thing I wish I could tell all black women. Ain't shit wrong with your damn hair, man. Nothing's wrong with your hair. You got beautiful hair. Your hair just requires more maintenance. I've never heard a dude say, man, she need to put some weave in her head. She need to put a wig on. I've never heard a dude say that. I've always heard brothers say, man, they love a chick with their own hair, man. And I do too. I really enjoy a chick with her own do, man. There's something about running through that. Especially, man, y'all don't understand. Y'all laying down on top of dudes and you got this shit in the dude's face, man. That should be itching and shit, man. You be y'all be scratching that little knot, bro. You be itching and stuff like that. You be trying to play in your hair. You got the little knot up there. What is this in your dome? But we love your own stuff, man. Whether it's permed or whatever, at least it's yours, man. That's my thing. I really enjoy yours. I understand some sisters, like, you might be a chick that you on the go all the time, so you might not have. First of all, you got time for whatever you want to have time for. That's just me. There's a lot of people that work 12, 13-hour days, but they got time to come home and do whatever they want to do. You make time for whatever you want to make time for, man. And I think sisters are beautiful the way they are. And that weave industry, man, it's crazy because it's like billions of dollars. We're putting a lot of families, Asian families, through college, and you're not putting our own through college. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't, like I said, you gotta look good. Just look good, man. And just be beautiful on y'all. Quit looking first of all, how old are y'all looking up to Beyonce anyway, man? You gotta, when you over the age of 18, you gotta stop doing what celebrities do. You know what I mean? Stop doing what celebrities do, man. I like 50 Cent, but I'm not out here drug dealing and beefing with people all the time. It's just not me. I like 2 Chainz music and all these people and Wu-Tang. I'm not doing everything they do. Yeah, it's just you have to blaze your own path. It's one thing of liking somebody's music, and it's another thing of trying to be just like somebody. I think that's mad corny. You know what I'm saying? Beyonce's wig, I saw that wig, man. Hey. The wig was a little funny looking. It was a little funny style. But that is Beyonce. But why are you trying to be like Beyonce anyway? Come on, I don't want Beyonce. I want you. As far as the weave goes, man, you're beautiful the way you are. You don't need it.
Alright. And I know you've been hearing all over ESPN, probably CNN too, about the whole Adrian Peterson situation and the child abuse. So, like, could you talk on that a little bit? Like, is there a right and a wrong way to do it? I know, like, disciplining a child back in the day and disciplining a child now, there's a whole different outlook on it. Could you talk about it a little bit?
Kids need ass whoopings. Kids need ass whoopings. I got ass whoopings. The thing about an ass whooping though is there is a fine line between discipline and abuse, and a lot of times it comes from the heart of the parent. Like, cause I had like my dad was like 240, 250 pounds, and he was beating me with a belt when I was a kid. At the same time, I never doubted that my dad loved me. You know what I'm saying? I understood that I did wrong when I was getting spanked versus that other thing that was in our house. That was giving me a whooping. I didn't feel the love. The whoopings didn't hurt as bad, but I knew it was coming from another place. And Adrian Peterson, the thing about him is, dude is like 220 something pounds of like just pure muscle. This is a diesel dude. This cat is running over cats every week. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I think he probably, I don't know what the kid did. I'm not saying that excuses it, but I think he probably should have thought it a little bit through as far as like how hard he was smacking the child and whatnot. I don't think he should be punished the way and looked at the way he is, because I think he was giving his child a spanking out of love. And a part of the problem is, like, I see a lot of kids right now, man, that, I'm talking like they'll talk to their parents like a cat in the street. And I'm sitting there thinking, I'm freezing up. I'm thinking, dang, you finna get smacked. They finna smack the shit out this kid. And they don't do nothing. I'm like, really? Because I've never, ever jumped crazy on my dad, man. But I think the discipline discipline now, kids are very protected, almost to a fault. Kids are very protected, almost to a fault, man. It's like people don't believe in spanking them. You know, it's like, what kind of discipline do you need? Some people don't believe in spanking. Some people believe there's a better way, and I understand that. But what discipline do you give them? You know what I'm saying? It's not just like a. Cause see, the thing about me when I used to get a spanking was my dad would like. He would tell me. He would like sit down and talk to me for 30 minutes and tell me why I was finna get a whooping. I'm like, man, please whoop me. You know what I'm saying? Get this thing over with. And I think that helped me out a lot, because my dad, he would explain things to me, and he would sit down and tell me, son, I don't want to see you, because everything, man, would be like, you sitting up here acting up in school, next thing you know, you're going to be doing this and you're going to be in jail. Everything was always to jail with my dad. It was always to jail. Like, I'm smarting off to the teacher, acting up in class, next thing you know, I'm going to be in jail. I just smarted off to the teacher. But then, as I got older, and a lot of my classmates, some of my classmates and people I went to school with are in jail. Or, you know, it started making a lot more sense, man. I didn't get it as a kid, but him beating it in my head was vitally important, man. I'm not saying kids don't need whippings. I'm just saying everybody has a different way of doing things, but I think a lot of kids get off with nothing. Like they said, we're raising a wiser, weaker society. Kids are super smart, but at the same time, they're super lazy too. You know what I'm saying? They're undisciplined a lot of times. And I'm not saying that didn't start with my generation and a lot of other generations, because it seemed like it just got weaker and weaker and weaker. But I hope it works out for him, man, because I really don't think he did that out of a bad place. I think he was really trying to discipline his child. And that's just really how we do it in the South, man. I think they just kind of just killing that man right now.
Yeah, but actually, you know what I'm saying, he just pleaded not guilty to the charges, so yeah, it's straight.
Yeah.
Alright. So the whole social media and, you know what I'm saying, out on the street, you hear this team dark skin, team light skin. Just talk on that a little bit.
I think that's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life. It's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. Team light skin, team dark skin, man. I don't think we realize where that comes from. Just like every other problem black people have, it comes from the plantation. That's some real Willie Lynch type shit, man, to separate you, light skin and dark skin. This one is better, this one is better. You got some light skin supremacists and you got some dark skin supremacists. There's some people out there that think they're better than dark skin people because they're dark skin. And it seems like we've come up with a lot of ways to separate ourselves, man. Like, and it's very stupid. I don't think light skinned girls are prettier than dark skinned girls. I don't think dark skinned girls are better than light skinned girls. It's just, man, whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? We put that value on people for no reason. We put that value on light skin. Matter of fact, I heard a chick one time. Matter of fact, I was on Facebook and I seen a chick who was bragging about being light skinned, saying that meant her family was in the house. You know what I'm saying? During slavery. And I was like, kill yourself. Because like, whether you're in the house or not in the house, what are you? You're still a slave. So it doesn't matter what you think you are. It's like you're still a slave, man. It's and we've had a lot of people get that wake up call in life, man. I think somebody was talking about that down in New Orleans. A long time ago, you had the French, you had the Creole French or whatever, and just, you know, the regular black people. And the Creole French, where I think they looked at it like they were better than the average black. And it came time to separate the whites from the blacks down there, and they like, wait a minute, where do we go? We ain't them. They're like, are you white? No, well, get your ass over there with the black people. Because in time, that's really what it is, man. We think that separates us. That's why I don't subscribe to that, man. If you don't like being called black, some people don't like being called black. Some people don't like being called African American for other reasons than what Raven Simone said. Some people look like, well, we ain't American. They don't. Some people look at it more from a more conscious view, like we're not African American. Versus, I don't want to be called African American. It's like I heard Professor Griff say, "Shoot, if you don't want to be called black, what happened to just being gods and goddesses? Let's get on something to help us get together, man. To that team, light skin, team, dark skin, shit. Y'all kill yourself with that. That ain't doing nothing to keeping us separated."
Alright, about the whole side nigga, side bitch, side chick, side dude. As you know what I'm saying, as opposed to, you know what I'm saying, my boyfriend, girlfriend, just talk on that a little bit.
I mostly hear that from black people. I don't think I've heard that from white people. Not much. We've accepted failure. We've accepted failure, man. Like that's some real failure type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's some things like that's what people used to be after. Like I hear people like, you know what I'm saying, they want a relationship. We on that thing of like, especially with our females, man. It's like, yeah, most females I do, like growing up, they would play house. They wanted man, woman, kids, and all this kind of stuff. Now it's like, I want a nigga for this and nigga for that. Like, look, baby, it's not a side nigga. I've heard it said like online. Well, I've seen it said online. It's like, look, you ain't got no side nigga. You a whole fucking two men. And it's the truth. You just accept the truth. You've accepted failure. Get you a man and going about your business. And dudes with the whole side piece thing, it's like, man, look, keep that under control. A lot of guys don't know how to have women on the side or whatnot, man. It's just the game is so sloppy. Everybody wants to do something, but they don't know the rules. They don't have any rules. It's just like it's a free for all. And I see that up and down my timeline all day. Matter of fact, I saw a meme one time that said, I would rather be a side bitch to a loyal nigga than a main bitch to a disloyal nigga. I said, this is the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life. And people co-sign that too, man. People co-sign that. People look at that like that's a great thought. I'm like, man, come on, man. Like, if you the side chick, that means he disloyal, ain't it? I mean, dude, we've accepted failure. We've accepted failure. We don't look at it like, I think even marriage is like, it means nothing. Marriage means nothing. Black people, we gotta get it together with that, man. We look at everything like it's a game. Side niggas, side bitches, and all that kind of thing. And I don't know. Y'all lame for that. Y'all gotta calm down, man. Get your minds right. Get your minds right. Quit letting Instagram and Facebook influence everything you do. You know what I'm saying? Be different, man. Go for the higher goals, man. Go for a solid relationship. Now, if you just somebody who you got somebody that you having sex with here and there, you know, while you out here living your life, that's no problem. I'm not condemning nobody for that. At the same time, we brag about things that we shouldn't be bragging on, man. And a chick bragging about side niggas, that's some real lame shit. Honestly. You know, get you and find you a guy, man. There's some guys out here, man, dead serious. But at the same time, that brings up polygamy. A lot of people talk about polygamy, man. Like, they say it's not enough dudes to go around, man. Look, I'm one of those people. I agree with the whole polygamy thing. I can't do polygamy. I can't afford all of it right now, but hey, do your thing. But y'all go for something higher than the whole side chick thing. That's corny. And you ain't got side nigga, you a hoe.
That prove that I'm somebody, cause the more I grow in this rap game, they think I'm with the Illuminati. Major label, they watching, ain't all on Republic. It's sad, all of my fans, they banned us from the public, cause we ain't taking no losses. You looking at the new bosses, you looking at the new rebels, no need to hide your crosses.